Samson Simon to give us the opening remark now. Thank you.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody, presenter, the panelists, and everybody on this call. Thank you for making our time to be at this particular event, which is around the strategic imperative of data in research commercialization. Opolo has the main mandate of being a springboard for innovators to succeed. And innovation is not only limited to Silicon Valley or entrepreneurs that just want to start businesses. We want to see how researchers, how professors, how students can also partake, because the pie is big enough to go around and is not limited in size. It can actually be made bigger. And the importance of data in research commercialization can never be overemphasized. Data guides. Without data, you just be groping in the dark. So data guides whatever decision you're taking, and it helps you to benchmark what you're pursuing as a researcher, what you're pursuing as an institution, so that you take the right decisions and you arrive at the desired results. Research commercialization at this particular moment in our nation's history is very critical. Why do I say that? Because the federal government cannot cope. State governments too cannot cope in funding tertiary education, for example. And one way for tertiary institutions to generate revenue, to be self-sustaining, is through research commercialization. When you're able to translate research from the lab or from the shelf into the hands of consumers in the form of products or services, that will come with a lot of affluence for you. That will come with income for you, whether the researcher concerned or the institution concerned. And that's why what we're trying to do at Opolo, we believe will go a long way in disrupting tertiary education in Nigeria, in disrupting research. I was at the Raw Materials Research and Development Council the other time, and I met some directors. The organization has been in existence for almost 40 years, and they're struggling to commercialize research. It's not just about initiating it. Initiating the commercialization is the easier part of it. The difficult part of it is actually translating it, mass producing whatever outcome of research that has been produced. And Opolo is not oblivious, particularly the research department is not oblivious to the fact that translating research is not an easy task. It's expensive, it's complex, but we're ready for it and we're determined to succeed at it. And we're confident that we shall succeed. But data is going to be our guide for us to succeed at this noble task. I consider it noble because we see it as the savior of tertiary education and even the savior of research, because there's a lot of constraints in financing for research, either from government or from individuals. So if there's a breach, if there is a link between research, between higher institutions or tertiary institutions and industry, we believe that will do a lot of good to society, not only for the institutions, not only for the people directly concerned, but spin-outs will be generated. And when you have spin-offs or spin-outs, that will disrupt the entire economy, that will lead to the economic growth and development. Nigerians are very hardworking people, we are ambitious, and there's nothing wrong with trying to improve your station in life if you're willing to pay the price. And Opolo is there to provide infrastructure, to provide mentorship, to provide financing, and everything that you may need as a researcher. And we're located in virtually all the geopolitical zones of Nigeria, whether in the northeast, in the northwest, in the north central, in southwest, which is home turf for us, in the southeast, or in the south south. And all this is the determination that our chief visionary, Dr. Shogun Ayino, has for the Nigerian mind to be made the most of. As our name connotes, Opolo is talking about brilliance, it's talking about intelligence, it's talking about sense. And all these things can be deployed to make Nigeria a better place. And then the opposite of Japa will be happening because people are leaving Nigeria and for one reason or the other. But all these people will come back and Nigeria will be a greater country. So we have our able panelists, Professor Bright, Dr. Afolabi, and Mr. Dotun, who are up to the task. We look forward to incisive deliberations, and I'm sure that all of us will be better off after this particular event. Thank you so much, and God bless us all. Thank you, and God bless once more.